Test. Test, test, 1, 2. Test, test. Test, test.
Test, test.
Test, test, test. Testing, testing. Is this yours?
Yeah.
Okay. Test, test.
Test, test, test. Good, good.
points per game, 7th in the CCIW. Concordia averaging 53.5 from the top of the key. That one too strong though. Rebound gathered in. Kate Oliver will now fire. That one too strong again. Another offensive rebound and bang it home is Annie Tate.
That's been something that the Thunder have been really good at this season, is getting underneath the basket and getting those offensive rebounds, having a lot of points off of offensive rebounds very early on this season.
And second chance points are something that are not really considered. Here's Kate Oliver off the steal to drive inside, lays it up and in.
Just as we said, she's a quick and explosive player, making the run down to the rim on the fast break, coming up good with 2 points right there.
Known for her defensive prowess, leads the team in blocks with 9. That's also good enough to be 4th in the CCIW. Again, the sophomore out of Falls Church, Virginia, making some big plays. A miss there, and here comes Schwinn. Almost lost it right there. Falcons 4-4 in the season. Thunder 6-3. With a few non-conference games left of the 2023-24 season. And taking the three is Anna Mooney. She buries it. How about the senior out of Holt, Michigan, making the play for the Thunder?
That's what she does. She has the ability to be an impact player from range. Really great seeing her get up early.
She started so far in all 9 of her games, averaging 3.1 points. That's her 7th made three-pointer of the season. 8 on the shot clock now for Concordia. Here comes Butterbot. 1 to shoot, and they'll call the travel.
Good defense there by Wheaton, really smothering him with the man, not letting him get an open lane to the basket.
Again, Concordia coming off a 60-47 loss to Wisconsin Lutheran. They've lost 3 out of their last 4 games. The Thunder have also lost 3 out of their last 4 games. We'll get to that nugget in a moment as that ball goes out of bounds, and it will remain with the Thunder. Annika Richardson will check out for the Thunder.
And that's Alexis Martin, the junior, checking in for her.
Martin has played so far in all 9 games, a pivotal piece off the bench. That drive too strong and fighting for the rebound. And able to secure it is Oliver. By the way, 2 to shoot. Oliver kicks it outside. Martin has to put it up from the corner. She's got it. Boom goes the dynamite for Alexis Martin.
Making an immediate impact right off the bench. Alexis Martin hammering that corner 3. As we know, one of the most difficult spots to shoot from on the court.
And averaging 2.3 points. That one out of bounds. And we got ourselves a media timeout.
Right there on that defensive play, Kate Oliver, as you said, known for her defensive prowess, really getting in there, disrupting the flow of Concordia's offense.
And Parker, given how both teams, they've started off really strong, but sort of have been on a slump to say, what do you expect both teams to bring to the table tonight?
Yeah, for Wheaton, I just expect them to attack. Obviously, a couple weeks ago, having a tough loss to Illinois Wesleyan, coming off another loss to University of Wisconsin-Whitewater. The name of the game for them is going to be offense and defense, mainly defense. How well they cover on the opposite end of the court, and how well they can rebound. Rebounding is going to be huge for them. And obviously, flipping around to the other side of the court, Concordia, it's going to be about attacking the rim. Something that we haven't really seen much of, as Wheaton has been very, very good on defense, smothering them, not creating any open lanes to the rim, just forcing them to take the outside shots. So that's not where their strong suits are this year.
We talked about at the top of the broadcast, Kate Oliver making her first start of the season, and in her entire career, how has she looked so far?
Tonight she's done great. You know, obviously we saw the fast break points right there a little while ago, and we saw her with the defensive play again, as you noted, just really known for her defense. So Kate Oliver, she was an important player last year, came off the bench, sort of the 6th man last year, one of the important freshman phenoms last year. looking to see how well she improves in her first career start tonight.
And so far, the Thunder off to a sizzling start. 14 points already being put up, 5-11 shooting, 2 of 4 from downtown. Concordia still looking for their first field goal of the night. They are 0 of 3. They've only gotten their points from free throws. How do you expect them to respond here?
Yeah, I expect them to try to find an open lane underneath the basket, get an easy layup. Like I said, it's going to be about attacking the rim. Wheaton's got to force them to shoot outside as much as they can.
And they'll take a three-pointer from the corner. That one rings out, though. Offensive rebound gathered in by Ross. So new 20 on the shot clock. A point of emphasis for the Falcons are the points. They only average 53.5. Meanwhile, takeaway. Here comes Schwinn. Kicks it out. Kate Oliver now trying to slice through that defense inside, and she draws a foul, so she'll go to the line.
Kate Oliver trying to go inside, just barely misses it at the rim. She'll take 2 here.
Again, Kate Oliver last season averaged 9 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Shot 51% on true shooting. And against Wisconsin Whitewater, the number 5 team, ranked team in the nation, had 10 points, 5 rebounds, and an assist. And this season, averaging 8 points and 3.3 rebounds. And we talked about her defensive prowess being lethal when it comes to blocking shots. An early 16-2 lead, a 14-point lead for the Thunder.
See this man defense from Wheaton really stifling Concordia, disrupting the passing lanes, not letting them get an open shot down the middle.
Here's Aubrey DeBush inside. DeBush, that shot won't fall. Concordia still looking for their first field goal. Here comes Kate Oliver now on the fast break. Concordia representing the Northern Athletic Collegiate Conference. They got the win in their conference. Here comes the 3 ball. That's aired, though. Inside, and it's blocked, though.
Annie Tate, usually so dangerous with the ball in her hand, wasn't able to get off the ground and float the ball over the defender, so it got blocked there.
Falcons still looking for their first field goal. They are 0 of 5 so far early here in this first quarter. And it looks like a foul inside, going to go against the Thunder. It looks like Annika Richardson will check back into the ballgame for the Thunder. It'll be Jaden Ross to inbound.
See what they come out here with.
And another foul inside. That's going to go against Annika Richardson of the Thunder.
Concordia catching a little bit of a break here. See if they can gather themselves and put some points on the board.
Here's Lindsay Lonegro. They switch out. Lonegro, the floater, comes up short. A foul inside. That one will go against, I believe, Richardson again.
So Richardson now with 2 fouls. An important player. We don't want to see her go out with foul trouble too early.
Gracie McNabb, who just checked into the ball game out of Grafton, Wisconsin, now to inbound. Their leading scorer, Concordia's leading scorer, will be Aubrey DeBush, who averages 13.3 points per night. And finally, the first field goal, that in courtesy of Jaden Ross.
Yeah, Ross just attacking, pulls up mid-range, and it's good. Obviously, nothing underneath the basket, like I said.
That 3 too strong, out of bounds. And it's going to be Concordia ball.
The sophomore, Alyssa Faborowski, on the shot there. Just put a little too much underneath it. Couldn't quite get it to go there.
Thunder right now shooting 5 of 14 from the field. Again, Concordia only making 1 field goal. That's why the Thunder are off to a 12-point lead. 2:45 now left to go here in the first quarter. And taking the 3 ball, it's Ava Booth. That one airballed once again. And so Concordia getting some good looks, but just not being able to convert.
Thunder forcing the Falcons to shoot outside. We've seen them struggle early on here. See how they respond. If they can make any plays to attack the basket, that's going to be key for them tonight as we move forward.
Pavrowski now in the ballgame for the Thunder. For Concordia, they're actually a solid three-point offense, shooting 31%, 6th in the NACC, 97th in the country. Thunder are 28.5%, also good to be 6th in the CCIW. Here's 8 now on the shot clock. Kate Oliver from the top of the key. 5 now to shoot. Annie Tate going to make her move. Slices inside. That shot blocked, but a foul. It's going to go against the Falcons.
Again, Annie Tate so dangerous with the ball in her hand. Concordia not wanting to see her get up and get the basket there. Unfortunately, defense just came off a little too strong. So now we'll see Annie Tate take 2.
And for Annie Tate, even though the Thunder lost in their last 2 games to Illinois Wesleyan as well as Wisconsin Whitewater, she was a big bright spot. Had 18 points against Illinois Wesleyan, 17 points against Wisconsin Whitewater, all leading the team.
She's the 5th year, former All-American.
And on the season, shooting 58% from true shooting, just elite numbers from a former All-American. Another drive and a foul. That's going to send Jaden Ross to the free throw line.
Ross on that little fast break there. Tried to attack the basket real quick.
And so far, Ross for the Falcons, the only player to have scored.
Looks like Rachel Brady has checked in the game for the Thunder in place of Annie Tate.
And again, it'll be interesting to see how the Thunder are going to be challenged, given how they're not playing without first-team All-CCIW selection Caroline Sickink, who's forced to sit out tonight because of an injury.
Yeah, obviously when you lose a key player like Sickink, one of the top scorers on the team, one of the top scorers in the CCIW, mind you, it's going to change the way that you attack the game. It's going to change the way that you play offense and how you move the ball around.
And it looks like they're going to get at Alyssa Favorowski on the travel, so the Thunder turning it over. It's only the 2nd turnover for the Thunder. Meanwhile, the Falcons with 5 turnovers here in the first quarter.
Attribute a lot of that to the strong defensive play early on by the Thunder. Forcing them to make errant passes.
And Jaden Ross, but she's going to get fouled. And that'll be good enough to send Ross to the free throw line, so continuing to have opportunities to score. Again, the only player who's scoring for Concordia, all 6 points coming from Ross. And Ross able to knock down both free throws. Had 7 points in the loss to Wisconsin Lutheran and already has 8. All 8 points for the Falcons.
Yeah, obviously strong emphasis there. She's 6 for 6 from the line.
She's only missed 1 free throw on the season. By the way, her career high is 10 points, which she had against Rockford this year on December 2nd. Bench getting loud for the Falcons. Under 80 seconds now left to play here in the first quarter. Favorowski with 6 to shoot. She's going to put up the mid-range jumper and knocks it down. Down goes the hatchet, it goes. And almost turning it over, but a foul as Alyssa Favorowski just whacked Lindsay Lonegro.
Gotta appreciate the hustle there on the strong defensive play.
So the Falcons already in the bonus for this quarter. They'll bring Lonegro now to the free throw line. She's 67% on the season. Also one of the main scorers for the Falcons, averaging 6 points per contest as she goes 1 out of 2 from the line. So finally another player other than Jaden Ross scoring. As Favorowski will check out for the Thunder. Lizzie Cato, the freshman out of California, will now check in. Under a minute now left to go here in this ball game. Concordia and Wheaton A non-conference class, Alexis Martin comes up short though. Fight for the rebound inside, and they will call the foul against the Thunder. Alexis Martin going to plead her case, but she's the one that's not for the foul.
Yeah, Martin just trying to come up with that ball, trying to get the jump ball call. Obviously, in that scrum, just a little too hard, drew the foul.
And this time to the free throw line, it's Erin Vergetz, the senior out of Clintonville, Wisconsin. She's up to the charity stripe, 80% from the line. That one rings out, a fight for the rebound, and able to grab it is Butterbot. And they will call the foul, going against the Falcons.
Almost all of Concordia's points coming from the free throw line tonight. Obviously living and dying by that line here in the first quarter. See if they can put some shots up, get a little run going.
Right now the Falcons 8 of 10 from the free throw line. They're 1 of 8 shooting from the field. They're really being kept alive by the fact that the Thunder have fouled the Falcons a lot. 30 seconds now left to go. Here's the shot by Tay. That one won't fall. Excuse me, it was Cato who put it up. Shot clock is now turned off. Concordia looking to hold for the last shot. They're only down by 9. Here's Ava Booth. Booth, left hand, comes up short. Offensive rebound and another foul inside. Dalston gets to the free throw line. So once again, Concordia attempting their 11th and 12th free throw of the quarter.
That'll be the 8th foul for the Thunder here in the first quarter. Sending the Falcons back to the line for another chance at some points here.
Gracie McNabb, the freshman out of Grafton, Wisconsin, now checks in. Second free throw, fight for it, and Concordia able to come up with it. And taking the three-pointer on the way, but it's airballed for Booth. And it goes out of bounds. 2.8 seconds now left to go. The Thunder going to try to put up one more shot to make it a 2 double-digit lead. Oliver able to get that shot off. It will not fall. So at the end of one, the Thunder leading at 19-11. What a performance so far. Annie Tate, the leading scorer for the Thunder with 5 points. And Jaden Ross leading all scorers with 8 points. Just magnificent from the free throw line. And so far, Parker, what are your thoughts after the end of the first quarter?
Yeah, obviously terrific defense by Wheaton early on, forcing bad passes, not creating too many opportunities to go underneath the basket for the Falcons. Obviously, they need to tighten up a little bit here as Concordia went on a little bit of a run there. The biggest point of emphasis is not to foul for the Thunder. That's given Concordia a majority of their points here, as they've only had 1 field goal fall, and the rest of their 9 other points coming from free throws. Obviously, if you're Concordia, you just want to keep attacking the basket, trying to find open lanes, bringing the ball underneath, and trying to put it up as best as they can.
As we talked about at the top of the broadcast, both teams started off really strong. Concordia was 3-1 before they dropped 3 out of their last 4 games. That's why they're entering 4-4 tonight. Meanwhile, for the Thunder, they started the season 5-0. They also dropped 3 out of their last 4 games to fall to 6-3 now on the season. So I think I asked this question before, but how do both teams try to reestablish themselves and get back on that winning train?
It's all about confidence and response. How is Wheaton going to respond to the 2 losses? Obviously, they've played 2 nationally ranked teams in a row, and Illinois Wesleyan and Wisconsin Whitewater, fighting tough throughout those games, never quitting until the very end. So it's about how Wheaton is able to respond. And obviously for Concordia, and it's about consistency for them. How consistent they're going to shoot from the field, how they're going to be able to get rebounds on defense. Look to see a strong emphasis on the rebounds here as we enter into the second quarter.
Madeline Taubenheim, the senior, checks in. She was there to inbound. Falcons down 8, started the second quarter here from King Arena. Here's Ava against Kate Oliver, but she draws the foul, and so Booth will now go to the line.
As you said earlier, Kate Oliver leads the team in blocks with 9, looking for her 10th there. A little too strong.
Booth, a 68% free throw shooter. Second on the team in points per game, 12.4 in fact, behind Aubrey DeBush, number 15. And she goes 1 out of 2 from the line. And once again, the Falcons cashing in from the cherry stripe. That's where the majority of their points have come from. And for the Thunder, they don't have Caroline Sickings sitting out for the first time this season. In comes Kate Oliver making her first career start. That floater misses. Veronica Richardson refuses to fall.
Wheaton on a little bit of a scoring drought here.
And meanwhile, it's Erin Vergette's able to knock down that field goal. And it cuts the lead down to 5. Thunder scoreless, as you said, in their last 2 minutes.
See if they can pick anything up here on this end of the court.
Thunder were 6 of 17 from the field in the first quarter. Falcons 1 of 10, only made 1 field goal in the first quarter. And it looks like an offensive foul is going to be called against the Thunder, so they turn it over.
Devastating turnover right there, as Richardson would have had that deep 3 ball, something that she's been very good at over the course of her career here at Wheaton.
And for the viewers, just FYI, we don't have replay. Typically, we're given live replay to break down what just happened. We don't have it for now, but hopefully we're going to get it. So a little bit more difficult for us to sort of break down what happened previously, but we'll try our best to see it in live action. That shot inside and able to nestle it home. It's Erin Vergette, and the lead is now cut down to 3.
Falcons seem to be finding their home here in the second quarter, attacking the basket more and more, finding shots to fall.
Falcons are now on an 8-0 run in the last 2 minutes and 35 seconds. A 14-3 run in the last 6 minutes. Here's Annie Tate now inside. 8 on the shot clock, lost it, and they'll say it's a turnover. Back-to-back takeaways from the Concordia defense.
And we're seeing a little bit of a role reversal here early on in the second quarter, with the Falcons getting a majority of their points now here early on in the first 2 minutes of the second quarter.
Thunder a massive lead, led it by as many as 12 in the first quarter. The Falcons have chipped into that deficit to only be down 3. Inside is Booth. That shot misses, though.
Looking for the Thunder to be calm and composed here. Try to open up the court as much as they can.
Here's Richardson from downtown. Boom goes the dynamite. Veronica Richardson.
And that right there is what we like to call a sweet symphony of strings. Just floated right in.
10 of 46 entry tonight, only 22% from beyond the arc. Here comes Booth once again with the left hand, but it's too strong. And that one is a turnover. It was intended, I believe, for Belly Eden of the Thunder. And inside, that one comes up short. Offensive rebound, trying again. Another board for the Falcons, but unable to score there is Butterbrot.
Thunder looking to open up the court a little bit more here on their side of the court.
Both Annika Richardson and Annie Tate, 5 points apiece. Rebound gathered in by DeBush. 22-16 lead. Thunder leading it by 6. And my goodness, they're actually going to call a travel, so the Falcons with a somewhat lazy turnover right there. And so far in this ballgame, the Falcons have turned it over 7 times, compared to the Thunder have only turned it over 5 times. Thunder have only made 1 out of their last 5 field goals.
See what Wheaton can do here.
Here's Annie Tate taking a 3. That one is too strong, though.
Falcons moving the ball quickly on their end of the court.
Here's Butterbrot firing the mid-range. Jay uses the glass to help her shot. 4-point lead now for the Thunder. Again, Concordia trailed it in double figures, but they fought hard here in the second quarter. Thunder still have the lead, though. There's now Annie Tate driving against Carruthers. That shot misses.
Annie Tate's so dangerous under the basket. It really looks like Concordia is trying to contain her from going up and getting the points under the basket here tonight.
Here's now Aubrey DeBush, comes up short. And Annika Richardson able to grab the board. And meanwhile here is Richardson, but that one is no good.
Yeah, Richardson just trying to go up on a little bit of a run there. Obviously, it's a little too strong as she misses over the top.
They kick it outside. Here's Carruthers, guarded by Annie Tate, number 33 against number 33. Long ago, 9 on the shot clock. Kicks it back outside, wide open for 3 is Butterbrough. That one too strong, and it's going to be Faborowski who gathers the board.
Good box out there by Lily Schwinn, allowing Faborowski to get the board. Good defensive play by Wheaton.
Under 1 of 6 so far in the second quarter. Concordia 3 of 10. Here's Richardson from the top of the key. That 3 rattles home for Annika Richardson, who now has 8 points.
Like we said, Richardson can be so dangerous from range, as we've seen over the course of her career, really making an impact here early on in the first half for the Thunder.
Second made 3-pointer tonight for Richardson, who's primarily known for her rebounding, but getting it done on the offensive end. And it looks like Jaden Ross caught using frequent flyer miles and a turnover. And rather instead, a timeout on the floor is taken by both teams. And we would like to thank Greg Rosso and Phil Pedereg of Sunrise Communications for their work in getting us on the air today. Obviously, it was a little bit of a mad scramble as they were not here 30 minutes prior to tip-off, but they were able to set up everything. So once again, thankful for them to getting us on the air. Again, still working on some stuff, but again, thankful that they were able to set everything up for us. And so Thunder lead 25-18. Thoughts so far here on the second half?
Yeah, it's been all Concordia for the better part of this second half. Just really able to get underneath the basket, get their shots up. Obviously, Wheaton trying to, get something under the basket. Annie Tate being contained. Looking to see them come out strong here out of this timeout. See if they can go on another run as they did at the beginning of this game. And that's really going to be what separates them as they continue on throughout this season, how many runs they can go on.
I think what is a little bit of a surprise is seeing Annika Richardson being the leading scorer so far with 8 points. And I guess it's not a surprise given how you don't have Caroline Sickens, so you turn to one of your other good players in Richardson. Solid attendance here at Wheaton College. As again, it is technically winter break here on campus. Here comes a 3-pointer. That one comes up short, though. Inside and able to bang it home is Erin Burgett. And now cuts the lead down to 5.
Good ball movement there from Concordia, spreading it out and be able to get down underneath their own basket in a hurry.
And the Falcons have yet to make a 3-pointer. They've been getting it done inside. Here comes the 3, and this time it's going to be buried by Belly Eden.
Belle Eiten, the freshman, coming in, making an impact. Seen her take a few shots from range, got that one to fall.
Yeah, Eiten has only played in 5 games this season. Here comes Burgett, draws the foul, counted and 1, and a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Like we said, we don't have replay, so it makes it hard to break it down there.
Averaging 8.8 points. She's actually second on the team in rebounds. The senior out of Clintonville, Wisconsin. 6.5 boards per game. Not able to complete the N1, though. So remains a 6-point lead for the Thunder. Under 3:15 now left to go. Here's Richardson inside. They almost turn it over, and that one goes out of bounds. And it looks like it's going to remain with the Thunder.
Yeah, the Falcons just getting a little too pushy right there, trying to make a scramble for the ball, tipped it out of bounds.
Richardson takes another three-pointer. That too strong, though. Fight for the rebound, though, and it's going to be Babarowski who comes up with it. Richardson again lays it up, but that shot won't fall.
Richardson averaging 8.7 points per game, so we've already seen her tie her season average in points per game. See how much more of an impact she can make here tonight.
Aubrey DeBush just comes up short there. Under 2:40 now left to go. Here is now Iden driving baseline. Finds Annie Tate inside. Tate comes up short though. And forgets, able to grab the board.
Falcons crowding the underside of that basket, not allowing Tate to get anything off.
Ava Booth comes up short, so both teams sort of on a scoring drought, struggling to put up any points so far. Richardson takes the three, too strong though, and Booth able to clatter in the board. Here's DeBush now, working against Richardson. Under 2 minutes now left to go. DeBush once again, they want that matchup. DeBush able to bang it home.
Richardson with the strong defense there, towering over her. She was just able to get right around and bang it in.
First field goal for Aubrey DeBush, for Aubrey DeBush. Junior out of Gillett, Wisconsin. Under 90 seconds now left to play. Here's Iden. Goes inside, Annie Tate, 4 to shoot. Tate, and she's gonna come up short though.
Annie Tate, who's been so dangerous with the ball here so far in the season, not able to get anything hammered home. And she's been stuck with 5 points for a majority of this first half.
And given, again, we talked about how Caroline Sicking, she's not available to play tonight. You would expect the volume of the scoring to primarily go to Tate and for the Thunder to work it with her.
Annie Tate, the leading scorer for the Thunder this year. Been so prolific throughout her career.
She's also 5th in the CCIW, averaging 16.7 points. And it looks like another travel, so once again, Concordia turning it over with Madeline Taubenheim. A minute 6 now left to go. Thunder lead by 4. Falcons have been chipping at that lead, but the Thunder still in control. And it looks like a foul. That one's going to be called against Concordia. And they'll call against Ava Booth, a sophomore out of Plymouth, Wisconsin.
Let's see Wheaton try to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers here.
Under a minute now left to go. Here's Richardson from the top of the key, guarded by Booth. Richardson finds Tate, but not on the same page, so they turn it over.
Yeah, Richardson looking for Rachel Brady there on the opposite side of the court. Pass was just a little bit off, and Brady wasn't able to make it to it.
Concordia trying to now make it a one-possession game. They trail pretty much the entire ball game, and that shot high off the glass and able to bang it in once again. Aubrey DeBush with her second field goal. About a 1.5 second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's now Billy Iden. Guarded by Butterbrodt. Iden inside, and they will call the foul. So 2 free throws now coming up for Iden. The foul is called against Butterbrodt. And Belly Iden, we haven't really seen that much of her. Well, has only played in 5 games. This is her 3rd and 4th attempt from the line on the season.
See if she can get this second shot to go, and if not, see if we can get the rebound.
Goes 1 out of 2 from the line, so it's now a 3-point game. Falcons, the shot clock turned off, looking to hold for the last shot. 6 to shoot. Setting up the DHO. Here is Longagrow. Now 2 on the shot clock. They go inside, able to get the shot off at the last minute, but that one won't fall for Aubrey DeBush. So the Thunder going into halftime with a 29-26 lead at the break. And we'll have the start of the second half after these messages and a word from the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network.
Wheaton was definitely the best place, for me that I could have ever gone. I look back just making the decision to come to Wheaton. I'm so grateful, for everyone in that process who helped lead me to Wheaton. I feel like I've grown in just so many different ways, looking back to my freshman year, even just thinking about it now, to kind of where I am now, and really couldn't have asked for any better place to be. And honestly, again, that's a testament to all the people that I got to surround myself with every day here.
When I saw him play in high school, I came back and told Coach Banner, he clearly is talented enough, but he is so small.
Growing up as very short, skinny, kind of out-of-place point guard, I think that's really where you have to have a chip on your shoulder to know and go in that, I've put in the work and I deserve to be on the court here.
But to be honest, he wasn't the best player on his high school team, and then he wasn't the best player at Wheaton for 4 years. But honestly, very quickly into his first few practices, I could tell we had somebody pretty special. But he is, by all measure now, one of the all-time great players to ever put on a Wheaton jersey. But he's also going to be the type of young man that you can point back to and say, this is what a star player looks like, behaves like, and acts.
I think looking back early on in my career, I really was afraid to fail. And that's something that we talked about a lot, was throw all your dice out there, put all the chips out there. And don't be afraid to fail. And that's something that we kind of worked on together. And that's really what helped us gain trust. And for me, my past, 2-3 years, I was really able to play more free.
When you get a young man like Tyson, you realize you got something pretty special as a coach, because in a lot of ways, he became the leader of our team. And I just cheered a lot. He just became somebody who really embodies everything you want from a best player.
It's honestly such a great honor, and it's something that, I never really thought was on the table.
I do describe the Justice Trophy regularly as the Division III Heisman for men's basketball. It really is in many ways the most prestigious award that is given out in men's and women's basketball at the Division III level. It not only measures the basketball ability of the men and women at Division III basketball, but also the academic and service of those individuals. So it's a total award that really encompasses not only just the talent level, but really the most outstanding student athlete in our sport.
The initial feelings were just of gratitude and thankfulness to Wheaton, to Coach Schauer, to Coach Panner, everybody who invested in me during this time.
I thought he was better than people probably perceived. The fact that he wasn't on any All-America lists, preseason lists, surprised me given the career he had had to that point. And I think he kind of carried a little bit of that chip on his shoulder into this season and used that as motivation.
I'm not going to let anybody outwork me. I think that's really kind of where it comes from and stems from, is just wanting to win badly enough to where, you're willing to sacrifice.
One of the things I love about Tyson is he averaged over 5 rebounds a game, and he's not much taller than me. So he just simply was relentless to go rebound the basketball, and knew that given our personnel, that was going to be a potential area of weakness and that he needed to help us there. I honestly believe if I didn't show up for a week, Tyson would have made sure our team did exactly the same thing we did when I was there. And so his legacy will be brought up over and over and over again, whether I'm here or not, because he's going to be on the wall and that trophy's going to be downstairs. the academic reputation of the institution is so high that the students we get here are really self-motivated to do well academically. That matters to them. So they're typically pretty good students on our roster. And then because of their relationship to Jesus, there's a sense that we should serve others and try to model that as Jesus did.
Looking back on the Israel trip and Zimbabwe trip, those are two things, just looking back on my career that I will never forget. The relationships that we built out there were just so incredible.
Go to the Holy Lands, we're going to do all those biblical sites and really study the Bible on that trip. And our trip to Zimbabwe, which Tyson also went on, we did clinics and did service projects, and we are going to visit the historical sites and do some fun stuff in addition to playing some games. But we're going to do it in a different context than most Division III basketball programs.
There's just so many incredible things about those trips. Makes the whole time at Wheaton, and specifically a Wheaton basketball player, just so special.
All he cared about was winning, and that just makes life easy for a coach. Because if your best player cares about that and your best player has his work ethic, it's hard for other people to come up with too many excuses. They sort of follow because he's just such a great leader.
They say the friends you make at college will be friends for life. We say the friends you make at Wheaton College will not only be lifelong, but life-changing. That's because Wheaton is a grace-filled, Christ-centered, fun community unlike any other. From talent shows to all-school communion, Christmas celebrations to hip-hop battles, you'll have opportunities every single day to express who you are and how you see the world, to lead, work, serve, and worship together, to define your convictions with peers and mentors who support and encourage you, and expect your friendships to last not only on campus, but throughout your life as part of a Wheaton family that spans the globe. This isn't just an educational experience. It's an unparalleled journey that you can only find at Wheaton.
When I first came to Wheaton, the ISP was one of the first offices I found. They helped me get settled in, from getting me a SIM card to taking me to the bank to open a bank account. They're very supportive of students whose families live overseas. From freshman year, I joined Mu Kappa, which is a club at Wheaton for third kosher kids, and we got together every Sunday to share a meal or have fun together, and it was a great place to find community. During my sophomore year, I started working with Mu Kappa as a publicity manager, and it was amazing to just see freshmen coming in and get settled at Wheaton and find community at Mu Kappa just as I did.
From psychology to business, health to history, Wheaton College offers 150+ majors, minors, and concentrations, and 20+ grad programs, all taught by world-class scholars who will mentor you, motivate you, and prepare you for the career you want. But the top-tier academic experience you'll find at Wheaton doesn't stop at career preparation. Here, we want you to think big picture. See the world through a Christ-centered point of view. Make connections between your faith and your interests and your studies. Pursue academic excellence, not at the risk of your faith, but for the sake of your faith. In the end, you'll have developed a vision for vocation and a passion for service, while strengthening your wisdom and character. That's what makes the Wheaton experience so profound and so long-lasting. It's a whole person preparation for your whole life's journey.
Humble leaders, adventurous thinkers, faithful believers. For Christ and his kingdom, Wheaton stands at the forefront of Christian liberal arts education. Here, we facilitate an unparalleled journey for our students, bringing together deep faith and intelligence to pursue their most ambitious callings. At Wheaton, reaching God-given potential is never accomplished alone. From coaches on the field to professors in the classroom, we come together to make space for students to wrestle with timeless questions and pursue biblically informed, thoughtful wisdom as they pursue academic, artistic, and athletic excellence. We are one of the nation's colleges that change lives, because that is exactly what we do. We live, work, serve, and worship together as an educational community centered on Jesus and reflecting the beautiful diversity of His kingdom. It's collaborative, immersive, Christ-centered. Our enduring model, with twin traditions of quality academics and deep faith, along with a faculty of Christian thought leaders and a staff of dedicated believers, allows us to champion the true essence of the Christian liberal arts educational experience, continuing the legacy lived out by iconic thinkers and evangelical luminaries around the globe. Wheaton integrates and connects disciplines through Christian thought, diverse peers, and contemporary global context. Here, adventurous thinkers and faithful believers come together to create a mosaic of diverse backgrounds, beliefs, and hopes. It's a place of curiosity and conviction, a place to live out your values and pursue your ambitions. Except here, it's not only about what you can achieve. It's about who you can become. Living out our calling with heart and skill through Christ-centered leadership. At Wheaton, you don't have to settle. We call ourselves Thunder because, like thunder, the Wheaton Network is a force moving through Him and for Him to build the church and benefit society worldwide. Like rolling thunder, God's mighty voice calls us to be humble leaders, adventurous thinkers, and faithful believers for Christ and His kingdom.
Welcome back to the start of the second half between the Wheaton Thunder and the Concordia Falcons, with the Thunder holding on to a 3-point lead as we approach the second half. And Parker, what are your thoughts overall in the first?
Yeah, overall, it was a strong first half for the Thunder. First quarter in particular, scoring 15, only coming out in the second quarter and scoring 10. Now, Concordia in the first half limited only to almost only free throws. And then they came out strong, scoring 15 in the second quarter. Now, Wheaton hasn't scored a field goal since 3:41 left in the second quarter. So we hope to see them get out to a strong lead here, get underneath the basket and attack the rim as much as they can. Stay out of foul trouble is going to be the name of the game for the Thunder.
And I think a lot of questions for the Thunder was the fact that Caroline Sicking missing tonight's ball game and Kate Oliver starting, but a huge surprise seeing Annika Richardson lead the Thunder in scoring with 8 points.
Yeah, Annika averaging 8 points per game, so she's tied her season average already. Shooting well from beyond the arc, doing good on defense. She's become the main role player of tonight's game, and we hope to see her continue her spectacular game tonight.
And meanwhile for the Falcons, we didn't mention this in the first half, but Erin Vergette already a double-double for her. 10 points, 10 rebounds, her first career double-double. And the Falcons finishing the first half on a 6-1 run. Start of the second half now between the Thunder and the Falcons. Here is Kate Oliver, but caught traveling.
Yeah, Kate just went up for that ball fake. Her pivot foot just moved a little too much.
4 points in the first half. So he averages 8 points and 3.3 rebounds. Therefore, shooting 54% on true shooting. And meanwhile, turnover. Here comes a fast break, and Oliver slicing through the defense. They go to Annie Tate now. And now the Thunder are going to slow it down.
Good move by Schwinn there, getting her hand up and getting the steal.
Annie Tate off the mark on that shot as it was too strong. Here's meanwhile the drive. Oh my, what a finish right there by Lindsay Lonegro. Only had 1 point in the first half as her first field goal now. And that's going to be a foul. That's going to go against Jaden Ross of the Falcons. And for Concordia, 8 of 27 from the field. Thunder 9 of 31 meanwhile. But again, the Falcons can allow their points inside the paint, and there is Annie Tate nestling at home.
Annie Tate so dangerous under the rim. They were able to contain her in the first half. We're looking to see Annie Tate explode here in the second half.
5 points in the first half on 2 of 11 shooting. Meanwhile, that shot misses though for Ari DeBush as she just left it on the rim. Kate Oliver now on the ensuing possession using the Richardson screen. And now they'll work it inside with Richardson. Richardson comes up short though. Good defense there by Ross.
Yeah, Richardson with that defensive rebound, obviously one of the leading rebounders on this team, known for her great play on defense, but turning it up tonight on offense as well.
Yeah, you talked about her rebounding, primarily known for being a defensive rebounder, first in the CCIW in that category. 8 to shoot now, the 3 on the way, too strong though for Lindsay Lonegro. Upset that she didn't get that she got a good look but wasn't able to cash in. And out of bounds, it will stay with the Thunder.
Smart play there by Annie Tate, lost control of the dribble just a little bit, able to knock it off the Falcons defender.
And you mentioned Annika Richardson being a good rebounder. 3rd in the CCIW, only trails Sophie Darden of Milliken and Lauren Huber of Illinois Wesleyan in that category, taking the 3 but being airballed.
Just off the mark there. Richardson taking the most 3-point attempts for the Thunder this season.
10 of 46 from beyond the arc, 22% entering tonight's ball game. Here's now Kate Oliver looking to push the pace. Annie Tate once again inside. Tate bumped, shot, and a foul. Offensive foul, in fact, going to be called against Annie Tate.
Yeah, Annie Tate just getting that shoulder in a little too much to the chest of the defender there. Going to get called almost every time.
That's going to be her first personal foul. Anna Mooney, the most fouls for the Thunder with 3. Falcons not really in foul trouble with Jaden Ross having 2. Still early here in the 3rd quarter between the Falcons and the Thunder. A foul inside going to go against the Thunder. And that one going to be called on Lily Schwinn. See if Wheaton can control their foul trouble here in the second half. Obviously,
putting the Falcons into the bonus in the first quarter, allowing them to get a majority of their points off of fouls.
And that is going to be a turnover. Jaden Ross for the Falcons. And now the Thunder have the ball back.
Giving the ball right back to the Thunder. Let's see how they spread the court.
Under 6:55 now left to go. Thunder still holding on to that 3-point lead. Again, they've led this entire ball game, led it in double figures by as many as 12 in the first quarter. Concordia has been chipping into that lead ever since. But the Thunder's standing firm and strong. Here's Lily Schwinn once again working it inside. Now kicking it out. It's Alexis Martin from the corner. Comes up short though. Fight for the rebound. Richardson able to get it. Here's Annie Tate from the top of the key. Boom goes the dynamite. Annie Tate, the crowd pleased with that play.
Good ball movement there by the Thunder. Good offensive rebound by Annika Richardson.
And that foul going to go against Annie Tate as it was being worked inside to Aaron Forget. We talked about before, Forget already with a double-double at the end of the first half with 10 points and 10 rebounds. And someone who averages close to 9 points and 7 boards a night, having a great performance here in this ball game. Here is Longo, going to kick it out on the top of the key. Ava Booth now comes up short. Here's now Alexis Martin pushing the pace on the other way. Annie Tate from beyond the arc once again. That one clatters off the front iron. Offensive rebound gathered in by the Thunder though. And a miscommunication. And they will call a backcourt violation. That did not touch anyone. So a turnover for the Thunder. That's now their 9th turnover of the game.
Great job by Richardson there, getting down, getting that offensive rebound for the second possession in a row. Just didn't find her woman, Kate Oliver, on the pass.
I think for Coach Madsen, something that he has to be pleased with the fact that the Thunder are not turning the ball over as much, as they had a lot of turnovers, 18 against UW-Whitewater and 26 against Illinois Wesleyan. Meanwhile, on the other side, that shot will fall on the offensive rebound by Aaron Forget, who now has 12 points.
Concordia slowly chipping away at this lead, trying to take the lead in any way they can.
Falcons 1 of 5 from the field. That was their first field goal of the second half. Thunder 2 of 7. Here is Kate Oliver working it inside with Booth, able to nestle it off the glass.
Great move by Oliver, going up, twisting, and getting that shot to fall.
Meanwhile, on the ensuing possession, Aaron Forget continues to be a beast inside the paint. 14 points for her. For Forget, her career high is 19, which she scored against Geneva. A corner 3 for Alexis Martin, too strong though. That was way off.
She had the open shot, just a hard spot to shoot from on the court.
That pass was intended for DeBush. Instead, they turn it over. Here comes Martin on the other wing, and she's able to nestle it home.
Great fast break there for the Thunder. Martin getting open in space, going up and letting that layup fall.
6-point lead now for the Thunder. Alexis Martin now 5 points in the ballgame. Once again working inside with Forget, but the referee's going to make her take out her passport. She was caught traveling. And we got ourselves a immediate timeout. Thunder leading at 38-32. And Parker, what I think what's interesting to know is the fact that both of these teams have relatively veteran head coaches. Coach Madsen in his 14th year with the Thunder. Coach Brunner Jones, we didn't mention her before, but in her 20th year with the Falcons. So what does having a veteran coach do for your team?
Oh yeah, obviously you've seen a lot of ball games, you've seen a lot of play, and you've been able to properly scheme for any situation that you come across. Obviously for Concordia being down in this game, the head coach Stacey Bruner Jones is going to be able to rally her team, going to be able to see the court a little more clearly than a newer coach would. Now on the other end of the court, we have Coach Madsen, who's been great during his tenure here at Wheaton. He's controlling this offense. He's controlling this team. He's drawing up plays perfectly, putting the ball where it needs to be, getting it into the hands of his playmakers, and that's been the difference in the course of this ball game tonight.
And for both coaches, they've had a lot of success with their program and in their league. Coach Madsen for the Thunder has the highest winning percentage in the CCIW among all women's basketball head coaches. He's the fastest coach to have ever reached the 150 win mark in CCIW history. He's won the CCIW conference title 4 times, has taken his team to the NCAA tournament 7 times, and has been named Coach of the Year 6 times. Meanwhile, for Coach Brunner Jones, she's also the winningest head coach in Falcons history, has won the NACC regular season title 7 times, 2 NCAA tournament appearances, and has been named NACC Coach of the Year 4 times.
A little tidbit about Coach Madsen's tenure here. He is undefeated in conference play against the North Central Cardinals.
Oh, wow. And we did see the Thunder defeat the Cardinals. What a performance it was for Caroline Sickink. 25 points, 10 rebounds. Here's the kick outside. Walliver wide open for 3. That one too strong though. Fight for the rebound and trying to get it, but it goes out of bounds. Good effort there by Alexis Martin.
Good effort there. Just not able to control the ball fast enough and swing it back inbounds.
And going back to that North Central nugget that you had right there, Caroline Sickink, 25 points, 10 rebounds, only one of 3 players in the CCIW to have 25 points and 10 rebounds in a single game, going along with Lauren Huber of Illinois Wesleyan and Laura Knight of Carthage. Obviously, Sickink is not playing. Meanwhile, here's a turnover. Favrowski almost lost it, but able to get it back.
Good awareness by Brady there to pick it up and keep the play moving.
Favrowski being harassed by Gracie McNabb. Now trying to drive baseline, comes up short there on the layup.
Just a little too far underneath for Favrowski on that layup.
McNabb from beyond the arc. That one clatters off the back of the iron. Just too much on it for her. And for the Falcons, by the way, they have not made a single three-pointer. They are 0 of 6. Meanwhile, the Thunder have made 6 three-pointers, 6 of 16 from Trey.
And that was what we were talking about earlier. Wheaton forcing Concordia to shoot from the outside.
Schwinn coming up a little bit short right there. Here's now Kate Oliver off the offensive rebound. A little bit too strong, but they're going to call a foul. And that means 2 free throws for Oliver.
A great move by Oliver, getting up and around the defender, trying to tap that ball in, drawing the foul.
Oliver now on for her 3rd and 4th attempts on the season in this ball game, a 73% free throw shooter on the season. So far, a solid 6 points, making her first career start. And for the Thunder, this is only the 2nd time they have seen the Concordia Falcons. The first time these two teams played was back in 2021. Thunder won that ball game 59-51. And a timeout is going to be taken on the floor by Coach Madsen. So far, what are your thoughts on the second half?
Yeah, great ball movement by Wheaton here. Able to go up, put the shots up, and then on the other end, get the offensive rebound and just put the ball back up again. Their points off of rebounds have been tremendous here tonight. Concordia needs to put a few more shots up, not able to get anything to fall. Like you said, only a few shots that have fallen for their favor here tonight. Wheaton staying out of foul trouble, which has been important here.
And I think another point to know is that the Thunder, they have definitely limited the number of turnovers. They had a combined 44 turnovers against Illinois Wesleyan as well as UW Whitewater, but in this ball game, only 9 turnovers. So something that Coach Madsen has to be extremely happy about.
I imagine that was a coaching point of emphasis during these past 2 weeks, really hammering it into the team. Do not turn the ball over. A lot of points off of turnovers for the opposition against Wheaton, and that was a main point of concern as they were coming into the ball game tonight. But like you said, able to control it with only 9 here tonight.
What's interesting for the Falcons is the fact that in their loss to Wisconsin Lutheran, they only made 6 trips to the free throw line, while Wisconsin Lutheran made 16 trips. Sort of reversal here with the Falcons having attempted 15 free throws already through almost the entire 3rd quarter. As you mentioned, the Falcons getting a lot of their points and really being kept alive from being fouled and converting on the charity stripe.
See what the Falcons have in store here as they come back out from the timeout.
They trail by 7. Leading scorer for the Falcons is once again Vergetz. 14 points, 11 rebounds. What a night it's been for her. Here's Gracie McNabb once again working inside with DeBush. Guarded by Oliver. They kick it outside. Ross did not want to take the 3. 8 now to shoot. Booth kicks it back to DeBush. Mid-range J, and that one finds a soft spot and it falls.
There's good defense there from Wheaton with the man, but able to find the open shooter.
And once again, the lead is cut down to 5. Falcons have been chipping into that deficit, but they have not been able to essentially turn into second gear and try to take the lead. Wide open mid-range jumper to Bush, knocks it down.
Falcons coming strong down the court there on the break, finding again DeBush for the shot there.
8 points now for DeBush. Second leading scorer on the Falcons, averaging 12.4 points, a career high 19 points against Colorado College on November 25th. Here's Schwinn using the screen and nestling at home.
Good movement there from Schwinn, using that screen to get around and down to the basket.
Meanwhile, in the ensuing possession, that shot rings out for Aaron Vergetz, but a foul inside, and Concordia are going to retain possession. And going back to that last Wheaton possession, give a lot of credit to Rachel Brady for setting a really nice screen and allowing that open shooter.
Concordia looking to cut down this lead here on this possession.
Under a minute now left to play. Falcons down 5. Here is McNabb, 8 to shoot. It's now Jaden Ross. That shot got blocked, but a foul. That means Ross will go to the line now.
That will be on Alexis Martin.
And for Martin, that's going to be her 3rd foul. Both teams not in the bonus, as the Thunder have 4 team fouls in this 3rd quarter. Falcons with 3.
Seeing Wheaton able to control themselves as opposed to that first quarter where they were plagued by fouls.
Yeah, the Thunder had 9 team fouls in that first quarter. They have a total of 17. 4 fouls in the second and 4 fouls in the third. So now a combined 8 fouls in the last 2 quarters, so keeping it clean, as you mentioned. About a 10-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Thunder lead 41-27. Here is Richardson swinging outside. It's now Schwinn. Oliver, back that shot blocked. So is Alexis Martin, and a foul. It's going to go against Alexis Martin as she was jostling with Aaron Vergetz. Not enough to be in the bonus, so 16.6 seconds now left. And the Falcons looking to hold for the final shot. Actually, it is good enough to be a bonus, but sorry about that. And it'll send Vergetz to the line.
Martin coming out with 4 fouls, obviously in foul trouble. I imagine they'll save her.
And in instead comes Anna Mooney. Again, Vergetz, 14 points, 12 rebounds. First career double-double achieved in the first half. Her career high again, 19 points, which came against Geneva on November 12th, 2022. Shot clock turned off. Thunder are going to now hold for the last shots. Babarowski, 4 to shoot. Richardson from the top of the key. That shot is an air ball and out of bounds with 1.2 seconds left.
Just missed it there from Richardson, who's been great tonight from beyond the arc. Leads the teams in 3-point attempts per game. See her take another one there.
Here is McNabb, not going to get the shot off in time. And so at the end of 3, the Thunder still with the lead, 41-37 as we go down to the wire into the 4th. So Parker, what are you expecting to happen in the 4th quarter?
Yeah, I expect Wheaton to just continuing to attack the basket. I imagine Annie Tate will come back in, and we'll see her underneath the basket where she's been prolific throughout her career. I imagine Concordia will also try to attack the basket, try to find open lanes. Their ball movement's been good here in the 3rd quarter, trying to find the open mid-range shots, which has really been working for them. That's what's allowed them to cut into this lead. So I expect to see more of that as we continue on here tonight.
And so far the leading scorer for both teams is Erin Vergitz. We can't not keep talking about her 14 points, 12 rebounds on 6 of 9 shooting. First career double-double for Annie Tate. She leads the Thunder with 10 points of her own. And so far, given how you don't have Caroline Sicking, how would you say the Thunder have played so far?
I think they've played well enough. You know, they're getting the ball into the hands of their playmakers. They're taking their outside shots. They're making it from 3 tonight, which has been the game changer, honestly, in my opinion. So without their leading scorer, they've relied heavily on a plethora of other players, and it's panned out well for them here tonight. Obviously looking to see Sickink return after their break here.
Yeah, what's interesting to note is that the Falcons on the season, 31% from beyond the arc, but in this ballgame have yet to make a three-pointer, 0 of 7. And you talked about the difference. The Thunder, meanwhile, have made 6 three-pointers, 6 of 17, although they have 18 total fouls, while the Falcons have only fouled 8 times.
Obviously, that could play a big differential in the home stretch of this game.
Falcons have also turned the ball over 14 times compared to the Thunder, who've only turned it over 9 times. Thunder looking to pick up their 7th win of the season. Inside, but it's going to be called for a travel. So the Falcons turning it over.
I've just got off that plant foot there. Physicality under the rim got her to move.
Concordia had 14 turnovers in their loss to Wisconsin Lutheran. They already have 15 tonight. Annie Tate, again, 10 points, leading the Thunder in scoring. 7 on the shot clock. Annie Tate looking to slice inside. And a blocking foul is going to be called against the Falcons.
Like you mentioned, both teams have recently been plagued by turnovers. Wheaton able to control that here tonight. Falcons not as fortunate.
Concordia 4-4 in the season and got their conference win. 1-0 in the NACC. Thunder 6-3. And Kate Oliver caught picking up her pivot foot and a turnover for the Thunder.
Right on cue, it feels like, just as we're talking about how the Thunder have been able to control the turnovers. Come up with one there.
That's only the 10th turnover for the Thunder. Again, they had to combine 44 turnovers in the span of 2 games with IWU and Wisconsin Whitewater. Obviously, you can make the argument that both of those teams are nationally ranked and really good teams. In fact, the CCIW has 2 teams in the top 25. Illinois Wesleyan, who leads the conference at 9-2, 4-0 in conference play, and Carroll, who's 13th in the conference. And they're able to save it. 5 on the shot clock. Here's Ava Booth going to have to make her move, and the Thunder are able to get the takeaway.
Great defensive play there by Schwinn, sticking her hand in and getting the steal.
And going back to the CCIW, Carroll is 13th in the country. It's preseason favorite, 7-3, 3-1 so far on the young season. Here's Kate Oliver will fire from beyond the arc. That one comes up short. Offensive rebound gathered in by Richardson. Here's now Annie Tate inside, uses the glass, but a foul. And she'll go to the line.
Annika Richardson been really good tonight about finding the ball on the offensive and defensive side. Gets the rebound there for the second chance points for Wheaton.
Already 8 rebounds for Richardson. Again, leads the team in rebounds. 3rd in the CCIW, mostly known for the defensive rebounding, as she also leads that category herself. And reboundings, although it may be simple, they're really important, especially when it comes to generating second chance opportunities.
100%. Majority of the teams that you see able to offensively rebound and get those second chance points are going to be the teams that come up victorious in the end.
Thunder averaging 10.4 offensive rebounds, 8th in the CCIW, but defensively doing really well, 27.7, 4th in the CCIW. And meanwhile, Erin Vergetz continues her excellent night.
Tough shot there by Vergetz. Smothered by 2 Thunder defenders, able to get it to go.
16 points, 12 rebounds. Lead's cut down to 2 before Lily Schwinn puts the lead back up to 4. As the first field goal for Lily Schwinn after 3 attempts. Once again inside, it's DeBush, and uses the fiberglass to bang it home.
Schwinn's been really good in this 4th quarter with her ball movement and her defensive play here. See if some other players for the Thunder can pick it up as well.
DeBush with 8 points in this ball game. On 4 attempts shooting, here is Tate. That one clatters out though for Annie Tate. Falcons now with the opportunity to tie or take the lead. Again, they have trailed this entire ball game. Thunder's largest lead was 14 points in the first quarter when they led 16-2. The drive, that one comes up short though for Ava Booth.
Good defense there by Kate Oliver. Able to get the shot to not go and grab the rebound there.
And once again, it is Annie Tate from the top of the key, guarded by Vergetz. Tate, 8 to shoot, and able to bang it home.
Thunder getting the ball in the hand of their playmaker, trusting her to up this lead.
12 points now for Tate on 5 of 16 shooting, also has 6 rebounds and 2 assists. It's been a huge piece for the Thunder, given that they don't have Caroline Sicking. Now under 6 minutes left to go. Ava Booth going to quarterback the offense. Booth on the drive, kicks it back out. Oh, that shot is going to fall. It's Jaden Ross on a little push pass from her teammate Booth. And the lead once again cut down to 2.
Good awareness from Booth to see Ross as she was falling to dish it out for the assist right there.
Concordia has made 3 out of their last 4 field goals. Aubrey DeBush has been on fire for the Falcons. And inside, Tate able to nestle it home, using the fiberglass to score, and the Thunder back up by 4, 47-43 with 5:21 left to go. And a timeout on the floor. Take it.
Yeah, Tate missing that first shot, able to get the rebound there and put it back up. Grab those 2 second chance points that have been really big for the Thunder here tonight.
And the Thunder, 3-point wise, they weren't really that good against Illinois Wesleyan as well as UW Whitewater. They were 3 of 16 from downtown against when they played Illinois Wesleyan, and 1 of 12 when they played Whitewater. But tonight, look at this, 6 of 19, really getting it done from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and that's made all the difference here tonight. Just their ability to find the open shooter on the outside and put those balls up and find their home in the basket.
And for the Thunder, this is their final home game of the 2023 calendar year. They still have 2 more games left to go. They'll be in California against Pomona Pitzer on December 29th, as well as Claremont Scripps on December 30th. That will be their final non-conference game, and then they'll be back here at home on January 3rd against 13th ranked Carroll. That will be a huge matchup for the Thunder.
Yeah, looking forward to a huge conference game there. Hopefully they'll have their star player Caroline Sicking back for that game, all ready to go and healthy.
And meanwhile for the Falcons, they'll be going up against Dubuque, not too far ahead. They'll be playing them on December 18th. That will be their final game of 2023, and then to begin the 2024 calendar year, it's 3 straight road games in the NACC against Marianne on January 3rd, Dominican on January 6th, and Benedictine on January 10th. 5:20 now left to go. It's been a great performance between the Thunder and the Falcons. One of the few non-conference clashes before we turn into league play for both teams respectively. The Thunder out of the CCIW, the Concordia Falcons, the Northern Athletic Collegiate Conference. It's inside, going back out. It's Carruthers taking it. Carruthers, though, comes up short. Fight for the rebound. And nicely done there by Anna Moody, gathering in the board.
Good defense there by the Thunder, forcing a shot, and Mooney getting in there for the board.
Kate Oliver, that shot looked like a block out of bounds, and it's going to be Falcons ball.
Yeah, tough shot there by Oliver. Did look like it was tipped out of bounds as she went up. So it'll be Falcons ball here now.
And while we have the chance to mention it, for the Thunder, this is their second matchup against an NACC opponent. They played Benedictine and beat them 89-55 on November 14th. For Concordia, this is their second matchup against a CCIW opponent. They defeated North Central 59-52 on November 15th. 15 on the shot clock, almost got stripped now. Fight for the ball, it's on the ground. And Concordia able to get the timeout before the jump ball, so they still have possession, down 4.
Yeah, Anna Mooney getting in there, trying to scrap for the ball. But the Falcons retaining possession and getting the timeout off will give them the ball back here with 4:27 left.
And given how this is one of the few final games of non-conference action for both teams, how important is non-conference, to be honest?
Honestly, non-conference is huge. It allows you to play against different opponents, sometimes better opponents, and it allows you to see what your team is really made of, right? It allows you to find your playmakers, it allows you to find your style, and just build a collective sense of urgency for the coming conference play, right? Conference is huge. You know, you got the conference tournament after your regular season, which plays into the national tournament. But non-conference play plays a huge role in the overall outcome of the season.
And for the Thunder, they're trying to pick up their 7th win of the season. They're 4-1 at home. Concordia 2-2 on the road. 8 on the shot clock. Working it inside, Vergette. No good. Gets it back though, and this time nestles it home.
Good defense there from Annie Taint. Vergette's just able to get over her, grab the board, and put it back up for some second chance points right there.
18 points, 12 rebounds, 1 away now from tying her career high, which was set on November 12th against Geneva. Under 4 minutes now left to go. Thunder still holding on to a 2-point lead. A foul upstairs, and Kate Oliver is going to go to the line.
Good effort there by Oliver, attacking the basket, trying to go up for the points, drawing the foul. She'll go back to the line.
For Kate Oliver, only 7 points, making her first career start, 3 of 4 from the charity stripe. A 73% free throw shooter on the season. And given how that there's there's 3:56 left to go, under 4 minutes to play. How important are these free throws?
These free throws can make all the difference here. We saw Concordia explode in the first quarter with their free throws, grabbing 9 out of their 11 points in the first quarter from free throws. Can make all the difference now in the home stretch of this ball game.
Vergette was the one who grabbed the rebound as Kate Oliver comes up empty, gets the block though. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Concordia. So now, Erin Vergette's 18 points, 14 rebounds. Her career high, she just broke her career high in rebounds. Previous record was 13 against Edgewood on February 11, 2023. So new career high in rebound, trying to break her career high in points. And that pass was almost picked off. It will remain with the Falcons as that was intended for Vergette.
Good defense for the Thunder here on back-to-back possessions. First, Oliver getting the block, and then Mooney getting in there, disrupting the passing lane, forcing that ball to go out of bounds.
3:40 now left to go. It'll be Ava Booth to inbound. And they'll work it with Vergette, guarded by Tate. To Bush. Here's now Jaden Ross against Mooney. Ross comes up short though.
Good defense there by Mooney, getting her hand up and obstructing the view for Ross.
Under 4 of 8 in the fourth quarter, shooting-wise. Sorry, the 3 of 7. Falcons are 4 of 8. Here's now Kate Oliver, swings it across court. Good passing by the Thunder. Annie Tate from beyond the arc, too strong. Buck Richardson grabs the board. Annika Richardson now with 9 rebounds tonight. And that's going to be a foul. It's going to go against Erin Vergette. Thunder still have possession as they reset the shot clock to 20.
And that was good awareness by Annika Richardson to find the ball and get the offensive rebound, give the Thunder a chance to put it back up again.
Ross and DeBush, the only ones really in foul trouble with 3 apiece, but not really a concern for the Falcons. Again, down by 2, 12 now on the shot clock. Here's Anna Mooney driving. Mooney, too strong though.
Good look there by Mooney. Put the ball up, just wasn't able to get it to fall into the basket.
Jaden Ross paired up against Mooney. 2:28 now left to go. Both teams are on a scoring drought, have not scored in the last 2 minutes respectively. Here comes a three-pointer, too strong though. Shot clock did not reset inside. No good though for Vergette. Tries again and bangs it home. And we are tied at 47 apiece as Erin Vergette has a new career high. 20 points, 15 rebounds. What a performance for her.
She has all but carried this Falcons offense tonight, putting the team on her back and exploding here in the second half.
The senior out of Clintonville, Wisconsin, only had 4 points in the loss to Wisconsin Lutheran, but tonight, again, a new career high in points with 20, a new career high in rebounds with 17. My goodness. I mean, just being awed at the performance of Vergette as this game is tied for the first time since the first quarter when it was 0-0. So essentially a new ball game.
Yeah, this is all about how it's going to come down to the finish here. How is Wheaton going to finish? How is Concordia going to finish? Are we going to see Wheaton attack the rim more or take more outside shots? Are we going to see Concordia on the other end force the outside shot, or are they going to go down and attack the basket like they've been doing the entirety of the second half? Be interesting to see how the end of this game pans out.
The Falcons have 3 scores in double figures, obviously Vergette. Then you also have DeBush with 10 points and Jaden Ross with 11 points for the Thunder. The only one in double figures, Annie Tate with 14 points.
Yeah, Annie Tate, the leading scorer here tonight, as she has been the second leading scorer on the season. With Caroline Sicking out their leading scorer, she's taken up some of that slack. Obviously, she was contained a little bit in the first half underneath the basket, but she's exploded off here with 9 points in the second half.
Annika Richardson also close to a double-double, 8 points and 9 rebounds for her. Here's Kate Oliver turning on this accelerate, kicks it outside to Schwinn. She's got it. Boom goes the dynamite for Lily Schwinn.
And that's just what the Thunder needed right there. The senior Lily Schwinn finding an open space beyond the arc, setting up and letting it rip.
She's 1 of 3 from downtown, now 2 of 4 from beyond the arc. She does not take many threes, primarily being known for a disher, as she leads the CCIW in assists. Rather active career CCIW leader in assists. She's 4th in that category. 4 now on the shot clock. We're gonna have to kick it outside. Putting it up, but missing is DeBush.
Mooney coming down with that rebound, the senior from Holt, Michigan. These rebounds are going to be very important in the last minute here.
Concordia down 3. Oliver almost lost it. She's guarded by DeBush. Now it's Annie Tate, picked up by Vergette. Tate tries to find an outlet, almost turned over. Good swing out there. It's Richardson from downtown. It's good again. The threes rain here from the Palace, and a timeout taken on the floor. 53-47, the Thunder on a 6-0 run.
Good effort there from Anna Mooney, corralling that pass from Tate and finding the open Richardson for the deep 3 there. Richardson exploding here tonight from deep.
And how about the 3-pointers from the Thunder? They have now made 8 threes. And we said it before, Concordia has yet to make a 3-pointer, 0 of 8 from beyond the arc.
Concordia shooting 30% this year from beyond the arc. Obviously, this will impact that tonight. 0% from beyond the arc. Wheaton really forcing them to go on the inside and try to find their mid-range and underneath the basket points here tonight.
And now with 57.4 seconds left to go, what do you expect Coach Brunner-Jones to dial up in the huddle?
Yeah, I expect her to continue to go underneath the basket as she's been doing the entire night. Try to draw the foul, get the and one play. Now, if that doesn't work, you're going to probably have an open lady on somewhere on the perimeter. That'll be an easy dish out. See Wheaton try and defend the arc and inside here.
And for the Thunder, they have 0 team fouls here in the fourth quarter, so they have plenty of fouls to give. They're not in the bonus. So do you expect Coach Madsen perhaps saying, hey, it's okay to foul, especially to prevent a three-point shot?
I would imagine so. It doesn't send them to the line if it's not a shooting foul. So they do have a safe space there. They don't have to worry about allowing Concordia to get points on the boards off fouls.
It'll be Jaden Ross for the Falcons to inbound. Again, they're down by 6. They have not made a field goal in their last 6 attempts, but they desperately need one here. Again, 0 of 8 from beyond the arc, but they would love to have a three-pointer right here when they need it most. The Falcons trying to also avoid falling to 4-5 on the season. The Thunder on a 2-game losing streak. The Falcons just lost. They're trying to avoid a 2-game losing streak of their own. But 2 huge threes by Schwinn and Richardson has the Thunder lead to 6. And that one is going to be a turnover. Miscommunication as they were going forward to Bush. And the last thing you want if you are a Falcons fan.
Yeah, Ross on the inbound, just a little too strong. Missed the open Bush. And that ball fell out of bounds. So we'll give the ball right back to the Thunder. See if they can put some more points on the board and extend this lead here in the last minute of the ball game.
And for Coach Brunner-Jones, when do you consider fouling?
Right now. You can already see them going for it as they pick up a foul right there.
They're going to call the foul against Lindsay Lonegro. That will now put the Falcons at 5 team fouls. Excuse me, it goes against Lily. They'll put Lily Schwinn to the line. And Schwinn on the season, 75%. This is her 5th and 6th attempts on the season. And as long as the Thunder can continue to make these free throws, this would essentially wrap the game up.
Yep, these free throws being so important here. As Schwinn hammers her second one. 2 for 2 from the line there.
So now a timeout on the floor. With the Thunder now shooting 9 of 16 from the line. And now with 53.4 seconds, you're down 8. I'm assuming the Falcons are going to have to dial up some sort of three-point play to stay in this ballgame.
You're exactly right, Aiden. They're going to look from beyond the arc here, trying to find a three-point play, possibly try and draw a foul, create a 4-point play, just to keep themselves in the ball game with 53 left.
And of course, we're going back to the idea that the Thunder have no fouls, 0 fouls in this quarter, so they have plenty of fouls to give. So potentially could see Coach Madsen saying, hey, it's okay to foul. It just can't be a 3-point foul.
You're exactly right. See how much the 0% from beyond the arc impacts Concordia here in the last minute of the ball game.
Again, for the Thunder, this is their final home game, as well as their final game of the 2023, final home game of the 2023 season. They still have 2 games left. Concordia still has Dubuque at home, their final game of 2023. Again, trying to avoid dropping their second consecutive game are the Falcons. Thunder trying to snap their 2-game losing streak. And doing it without Caroline Sicking leading the way. Annie Tate, 14 points. Annika Richardson has 11. Both are in double figures. The only Thunder player in double figures. And Richardson also 1 rebound away from having a double-double. Let's see what the Falcons want to do right here. Taking a lot of clock off. Inside, that shot's going to fall for the Bush. And so another timeout is taken on the floor. 55-49. Thunder still with the lead.
Concordia opting for the 2-point play there, going underneath the basket. I think we all thought they would try and go for the 3-point play there. Surprising even us.
So now I'm assuming with such little time left, the Falcons are going to have to foul.
Oh, yeah. You're going to see here on the inbound almost an immediate foul, I assume, from the Falcons. Put the Thunder at the line, see if they can get them to miss. The Thunder have been so good from the line tonight. if they make these free throws, they could run away with the game.
The Thunder right now 9 of 16 from the line, 56%. And perhaps if you're the Falcons, maybe not necessarily. I mean, I was just throwing out the idea that potentially you could foul, but could you also consider maybe setting up a trap?
You most certainly could. Protect your fouls. Don't send them to the line. See if you can either intercept a pass or get a steal here.
It'll be the reliable Lily Schwinn, the senior, to inbound. Schwinn, Tate, Mooney, Oliver, and Richardson are in the ballgame. Falcons not fouling yet. They're setting up a trap. That one goes out of bounds, and it will stay with the Thunder.
Falcons smothering Richardson there. 3-on-1. Able to punch the ball out.
There's an
not draw a foul.
There's an 11-second differential between shot clock and game clock, and so now they finally foul. That was Aaron Vergette, who made contact with Annie Tate, so it'll send Tate to the free throw line. For Vergette, her third foul in this ball game. For Annie Tate, only 1 of 4 from the free throw line so far. On for her 5th and 6th attempts tonight. And a very reliable free throw shooter on the season, 81%, good enough to be 3rd in the CCIW, 42 of 52 entering tonight's ball game.
Tate's first shot there is good, extending the lead to 7.
They already have Mooney and Schwinn in the backcourt. As Annie Tate able to knock down both. Falcons are going to need some sort of three-point play. Here comes DeBush, still working it inside. Too strong, though. Offensive rebound gathered in, and it's going to be a jump ball. And that means possession is going to be with the Thunder.
And that's huge here for the Thunder with under 30 seconds left to go.
I mean, give credit right there. I believe it was Annie Tate who was just fighting for it. And they're able to get it across the backcourt. Shot clock is turned off. Falcons showing press. Now they finally foul. So Kate Oliver will head to the charity stripe, as it was Jaden Ross who fouled. And the Thunder, with 16.6 seconds, barring anything ridiculous happening, are going to walk away with their 7th win of the season.
Oliver 3 for 6 tonight from the line.
Kate Oliver, a very solid night for her. Again, making her first career start. As that now gives her 9 points in tonight's ball game. 2 of 7 shooting, 5 of 8 from the free throw line. Here's Ava Booth firing a three-pointer, too strong. 6 on the shot clock, shot upstairs, still a fight for the ball. Now 3 on the clock. And another jump ball, that's going to stay with the Falcons. But with the Thunder leading by 10, Wheaton is about to win this one.
Great second half play here from Wheaton tonight, completely turning around the foul trouble that they had in the first quarter. Seeing 0 fouls here in the 4th.
One more shot, that one way off, and the Thunder take care of the Falcons. Your final from King Arena, 59-49, as Annie Tate leading the Thunder in scoring, 16 points, 7 rebounds. And by the way, Annika Richardson does have a double-double, 11 points and 10 rebounds. That's her 4th career double-double and her 2nd on the season, as it spoils the excellent night put up by Aaron Vergette, 20.7 rebounds, both of those being career highs. Well, from all of us here on the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network and my partner in Parker Rogers, it's been a pleasure calling basketball here in the 2023 calendar year. We'll see you next year in 2024. But before that, so long from King Arena.